Kumi. I remember said I swear in the NDCs were against to say the whole Mabatuano and Sensem and later no he was accepted into parliament. Sisiano when you ena yakwakoto aba by election abase was yakoto September 2nd. NDC for a candidates ediaba. MPP for so a candidates ediaba. Yes, shall say if we have the candidates. Who almost say their credibility, both NDC and MPP.
Oh, for me, I wouldn't want to give so much credit to the MPP candidates. I will focus on the NDC candidate, lawyer Bernard Bediako, a very fine gentleman, constituency secretary. He was part of the original legal team, and then he's a very approachable person, down to earth. He can represent the people of Kwetey very well. He speaks very well and advocates for development in Kwetey. For lawyer Bernard Bediako, he has been in the constituency. He knows the dynamics. He knows the issues that affect the constituents over there, and he will make a fine member of parliament for the people of Kwetey.
Thank you very much. Cephas.
So interesting. When you look at somebody, Solomon, the MPP candidate, who has been with the people, he even does the work that the people are doing in the community. That tells you that he has resonated with the people. He is the people's choice. He works with the people, and he knows the plight of the people. Very interesting when Julius Deborah went to Kwetey. It was yesterday. They've been there for about 2 days now. My colleague here mentioned that their candidate, Bernard, knows the terrain and the people knows him very well. And then he can foster development in the place. For me, I don't think that is true. Simply because Julius Deborah, the chief of staff, now went to Kwetey, trying to gather the chiefs, and is now asking the chiefs the kind of development they want in their area. Which means that their candidate himself doesn't even know what the people want. It means he has not resonated well with the people and does not know the plight of the people. They are now going around trying to fetch what the people think should be done for them. As a governing party, you should know what the people want, and you must give it to them without even asking them. Kwetey for some time now, even with the few days NSCUMI has been in the place. When you go there, little investigation has proven that the guy has resonated well with the people. The people have accepted him and knew that it is NSCUMI who will foster the development they want in the area. Some few weeks ago, we've seen when the NDC went for their parliamentary primaries, who represents NDC at these Kwetey by-elections. Bernard won. I wouldn't even say Bernard won. The people were all over on social media telling us that they feel the elections has been rigged for Bernard. That should tell you that even within the NDC, they don't even like their parliamentary candidates, and will do everything possible to reject him. Because a lot of them were saying that because their hands has been twisted, they tied their hands at their back and has cheated the person they want to lead Kwetey as NDC parliamentary candidate. They have now switched to the MPP, and they are going to vote for the MPP massively to show the NDC that what they did to them is not what they are supposed to do. And you know, we know NDC for the past years now, that they are very good in tying people's hands to their back. They are very good in unleashing violence at by-elections. So we are also ready for them.
Okay, so automatically you can see that the Kwetey seat has historically alternated between both the NDC and NPP. Are you sure you're going to take the seat this time?
Oh, very sure. Definitely the seat is coming to the NDC. When my brother was making the point, he said the chief of staff went there and is now finding out. For the past 8 years, they were in government. I don't even know why they feel proud campaigning in the constituency in the first place. when you take a very good look at the deplorable state of the roads, they can't even point a finger to a single project in the constituency. They just go around making empty promises like they know how to do. The chief of staff's visit there was to get first-hand information of what the constituents need. Once you have that information, you are able to foster development towards the needs of the people. You don't just do anything for the people. You do what they want, and that will bring victory to the NDC.
So if not because of these by-elections, the chief of staff wouldn't have a first-hand information of Akotia. You see where the issue is. If not because of the demise of Honorable NS, like the NDC, the governing party, wouldn't even know the developmental projects that Akotia needs. You are here saying that for the past 8 years we've been in government and you don't know what we did for Akotia. If you don't know, you must find out. Okay, we are talking about the deplorable state of roads in Akotia. When was the last time you've been to Akotia?
I was there last week.
Okay.
Possibly which area?
We were at the district capital. We went round the Bogosu area.
So if you can point out places or communities
where you see, you have been in power for 8 years.
No,
you have
you made mention that roads are in their deplorable.
Yes, I went there and I met deplorable roads.
So if you have from which area to which area?
If you have
from which area
if you have constructed any roads within the constituency, it is within your powers to tell us what you have done for the constituency. Point out to notable projects you've been able to done.
He made a point that there are deplorable states of roads in Akotia. It is up to you to point out to us that from this place to that particular place, the roads are in their deplorable states. My brother, don't come to a national television and try to peddle falsehood. Okay, if you don't know about something, just ask. The NYA, the National Youth Authority CEO, went to Akotia last 2 days and is now promising Akotia people of an astroturf. When your government was in power for 8 years, they couldn't give Akotia a single astroturf. The whole nation, we only had 3 astroturfs when the NDC government was in power for 8 years. We came into power for 8 years. And Ghana has seen more than 100 astroturfs. And many astroturfs are at level of completion, including the Yilo Krobo one, the one that is in Nkrakai. The Honorable Tumberima has lobbied for it, of which the NDC did propaganda with it. That it was their MP who was doing that project. And as they won elections, the project has come to a standstill till today. It has not seen even one gravel stone at the place, including the lower Manya astroturf that is being under construction.
Thank you.
The former DC, who happens to be the parliamentary candidate of the place, Simon Kwetey. So, the NDC, the governing party, doesn't know what the constituency needs. You are now finding out.
Let's go to our Thank you very much.
You see, when my brother is speaking, he's trying to run away from the main issue.
I wasn't running away.
We are talking about Akotia. You said we've been in power for 8 years. You just left power 8 months ago. Where is the administrator for Akotia? You can't point a single hand to any project in Akotia.
I didn't say we.
You will come and talk about Yilo Krobo, Lower Manyan, but the subject for discussion is Akotia.
So what I was telling you is that. What I was telling you is that
you are interjecting.
No,
let me interject. That is why. So nobody should interject anybody.
But he's not quoting me right. He's not quoting me right. During 8 years under your government, NDC, we only had 3 astroturfs in Ghana.
We are talking about Akotia.
And your National Youth Authority CEO is now at Akotia doing the same promises.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You didn't do anything for Cephas and then Peter, right? Peter. Okay, thank you very much. Peter, let me come back to you.
Sure.
The MPP have withdrawn from the Tamale Central by-election.
Sure.
Why hasn't the NDC withdrawn from Kwetey?
The MPP withdrew from the Tamale Central by-elections because they know it is a no-go area for them. They have it clear in their minds that going into that election, if not by the grace of God, they can have 0. Because from the look of things, Honorable Murtala Mohammed has done a lot of work over there. And they know they don't stand any chance over there. But look at Kwetey. It's a very nice constituency, swinging left and right. We know what we stand to gain in Kwetey. The 2024 elections, they said they won. But we had reasons to contest that in the court of law. So once we have that nature of vote pattern in Kwetey, we know we stand a greater chance of winning during this by-election. So there is no way we are going to leave Kwetey for any patriotic party, just like that.
Thank you.
The same person who took NSCOMI to court is the same person that is still fighting for the seat in Kwetey. It is obvious, and questions can be asked. What happened to NSCOMI? Why did the guy die so prematurely? If you could have the courage to take somebody who won elections and has been sworn into office to court, and after some few weeks or few months, the person passed on mysteriously without knowing what killed the guy, then questions can be raised. If I were to be the NDC parliamentary candidate, I would have withdrawn. If I were to be the NDC, I would never contest Kwetey seat because it is shameful, it is abomination for you to be fighting over Kwetey seat. Now, when you look at Tamale Central, we in the MPP, we respect the dead. And we have so much sympathy for people who passed on. Looking at the tragedy that hit Tamale Central, we feel we have to withdraw from that election to give respect to the people of Tamale Central. And we are not the only people who thinks that Tamale Central people should be given that kind of sympathy and respect. Even Franklin Kujo, the president for Imani, made a statement and eulogized the MPP for withdrawing from that particular elections or that particular seat. And he encouraged the NDC to also do same, not to contest the Kwetey seat. But little did we know, and as we've always been seeing the arrogance of the NDC, looking at the posture, the demeanor of Kporsu Peter, whenever he hears that people say they should withdraw from Kwetey by election, the things that he says and the arrogance that has been attached to it will tell you who the NDC is. And going into the 2028 elections, people have started saying it already. They will kick this particular government out of power.
Thank you very much. And Peter, looking at the election result of 2024, do you think the seat will flip to the NDC?
Oh, definitely. Kwetey is turning green, hands down. From the campaign going on the grounds, the constituents are in line with the vision of the NDC. They believe in the message. They are not going to vote for a parliamentary candidate who doesn't align with central government. That parliamentary candidate will not be able to bring the needed development into the constituency. The electorates know that, and they are going to vote for lawyer Bernard Bediako to ensure that he brings development from central government into the constituency.
Okay. Do you think it will flip?
Kwetey people's minds are made up. In the last few months, they voted for an MPP parliamentary candidate, knowing the confidence they have in him, knowing the development-driven, agenda-minded person who is going to help the people of Kwetey. They voted for somebody who knows them and knows their plight. They know their worries. Now, we've presented a candidate who has also been in the community. He has been with them, has been doing the same trade with them, has been doing the same work with them, knows their worries, knows their problem, has been helping people in that particular constituency for a long time now. They knew when they vote for this kind of person, the person is going to help them. Even if the NDC thinks they are in power and they are going to even punish the MPP candidate that they are going to vote for, even with his own power, with his own financial muscles, he's going to turn Akwatia to be a place where the NDC will go in the next 4 years and they will say it is even bad for us to even contest Solomon, the MPP parliamentary candidate, at the place. We are going to win this by-election hands down. And if the NDC thinks that what they did to us at Talensi, they are going to do it to us at Akwatia this time, I tell them, it is going to turn into something they wouldn't sit back and look at.
Thank you very much. Peter, 2024, candidates for Frona NDC at the buy. Na say you by election, I didn't know the same candidate abana master candidate.
Oh, the entire banner say we are providing a level playing field for everybody. Fresh candidates from both sides. Let's have that feel of a level playing field. We'll be funny a game and fambra. Na young kwab permanent so then could dear go on a man in your face. Milianica say the candidates no aye Juma. That's fair enough. But I was saying who they say central government and a man to about constituencies. And our constituents no mehu their course will be manor. A Rabna Abin every year, or mehu their air course Obin every year, or mehu their course. Their roads are being constructed for them. So they need those kind of developments in their constituency. So I know very well that the people of Akwatia will do justice to this election on September 2nd. Simple crowd.
NDC forces some candidates. I didn't know my son watch it, so then I work and found.
Now that's what
you.
You know, when it comes to by-elections, okay, the NDC feels that they have a technique to unleash violence, okay, in order to twist the hands of the people to declare their candidates a winner. So they don't care whoever they place there. The only thing they look at is ways and means by which they bring their invisible forces and those kind of their vigilantes and people to come and unleash violence, beat the people at the police station for them to run away in order to declare. And even this particular 2024 election, we've seen in numerous constituencies where MPs were forcing presiding officers to pronounce certain candidates, NDC candidates, winner, whilst they've not even won the elections. Like I was saying, in Talensi, NDC did the same thing to us. They beat our candidates, they beat our members for them to run away from the polling station, and then they declare their candidates winner. It happened to us at Tripoli in 2009 by-elections. MPP members were beaten when Doris Seda passed on. We were beaten and the election was twisted for the NDC candidate. It has gotten to a point where Akwatia, we need to have a rerun in about it was about 5 or 6 polling stations. The same thing the NDC did to us at Akwatia. By then, we were having our General Secretary, who happens to be Honorable Dambochwe, at Akwatia rerun elections. His car was shot into, thinking that our General Secretary was in the car. Fortunately for us, he wasn't in the car, and unfortunately for us, his driver has been shot. The guy sustained injuries, and he has to take critical medical attention for the guy to be alive. come to Etiwa,
incident.
that was when the NPP realized that they have to be on their feet and show the NDC that they also have the muscles to also enlist violence. And the most unfortunate thing is that the Gen Zs today only came to meet the Akwatia incident, the Ayawaso West Mugo incident. So they think it is the NPP who has been enlisting violence during by-elections. But when you look at it, it is the NDC. Even recently, at Ablekuma North, you see what was done to the NPP members, including our council and then our national organizer. Is that what is supposed to be happening in by-elections? And the IGP is sitting there looking at all this, and now he's interested in Akwatia.
Thank you very much. I thank you very much.
We are ready for them.
Peter, let's come to election violence.
Yes.
Looking at what happened at Ablekuma North. Ablekuma North was about 19 polling stations. And just look at what happened, where even some of our colleagues were beaten. Akwatia is a constituency. How do you say it?
Let me start by saying the National Democratic Congress, the NDC, do not condone violence in any form or shape. We do not use violence as our modus operandi.
That is not true.
The MPP are known for that. And when my brother was doing his submission, in mentioning vigilante, he forgot about where he is sitting and made mention of invisible forces. Everybody in this country knows that the invisible forces is a vigilante group linked with the MPP, not the NDC. They have the Burger Bulldogs, invisible forces, Delta forces. We're in this country when the Delta forces entered open court, chased out a pregnant judge sitting on the case, beat everybody up and freed their members. Nothing happened to them. Ayawaso West, everybody saw it, caught on camera, beating innocent people, clothing them in national security apparel, and using them at their whims and caprices. Then we come to 2020 general elections. For the first time in this country, 8 people lost their lives in an election. It wasn't supposed to happen. Elections are avenues for us to express our opinions. You don't go into an election to lose your life. But 8 people died. And the government of the day made no comment about it. No investigations were done. Nobody was apprehended. So when we talk about election violence, our people here are the masterminds behind it. And in Ablekuma North, yes, 19 polling stations. Elections were going on peacefully until someone decided to stay for too long in a polling station. You go there, too long. You go to a polling station.
You stay too long.
You leave. You come as an observer. You come grant your interviews, leave with your entourage. You come back, stay there. The people outside, the electorate said they are not happy with your presence there. What do you do? To let peace prevail, you just walk out. You don't sit there or stand in the inner perimeter and incite them. No, you don't do that.
How did the woman incite people?
Don't interject.
How did she incite
Let's have a
Cephas.
civil. Let's have a civil. You don't incite people and then expect them to react according to their attentions. And you knew that the NDC needed that seat to form the absolute majority that we have today. Going into Akwatia, we in the NDC trust in the security institutions to protect the elections for us. We went into a meeting with the IGP. He has assured us that he has taken pragmatic steps to ensure that there is peace in Akwatia. Our people in the NPP, however, we know them for whatever violence they can do. So they've already started threatening violence in Akwatia. They've told the whole country that they are going to protect themselves. But for the NDC, very law-abiding party, we trust in state institutions. The Ghana Police Service is mandated to handle security during elections, and we trust that the IGP is going to make sure there is peace in Akwatia to ensure that the NDC comes out victorious during elections. And the report yesterday that about 10 people were arrested with 9 weapons retrieved. We have put our trust in the state security to protect and maintain peace during the elections. Those who said they are going to protect themselves have started bringing out weapons into Akwatia. But let me assure them, the police has deployed enough security personnel in Akwatia. If anybody does
5,000 deployed for
on ground,
election,
5,000 personnel on ground, none of them should make that mistake of going there to cause violence. They will be dealt with by the remits of the law. And recently, President Mahama has pardoned over 1,000 people from the Sawam prisons. From Kwetey,
998, it's not up to 1,000.
998, a little close to 1,000.
So it's not over 1,000.
Okay, a little close to 1,000. There's enough space in Sawam. Kwetey to Sawam, it's not too far. So if any MPP member doesn't know, vigilante or not, who tries to cause mayhem during these elections is caught straight.
All right.
Cephas,
that is very nice. I am surprised that the IGP wasn't interested in Ablekuma North elections by deploying over 5,000 policemen at Ablekuma. Very interesting.
Ablekuma was a rerun for 19 polling stations.
Good. So there's no need for the presence of 5,000 policemen at the place. Just to ensure security. There's no need. The IGP wasn't interested. You deploy police at the place that has been overwhelmed by the NDC. And now you are interested in Akotia. Interesting. Very fantastic posture. MPP members were being beaten at Ablekuma North. And the IGP sat aloof. He wasn't interested in the people that has unleashed violence at Ablekuma North. He wasn't interested. You deploy policemen without ammunition at Ablekuma North. And you are telling me that whoever wants to cause violence at Akotia will be dealt with. Very interesting. You think Ghana is for the NDC? We are all watching. And I am telling you, we are prepared. If our Kumsi could be beaten at a polling station without any protection for the lady, then it is time for us to protect ourselves. And that is exactly what we are going to do at Akotia. We are ready for the IGP. We are ready for the police. And we are waiting patiently. If you are not ready to protect MPP members at Ablekuma North elections, if you were not ready to protect MPP members at Etiwa by-elections, if you are not ready to protect MPP members at Akotia reruns previously and today, because Akotia seat is for the MPP, and you knew that the MPP is going to win Akotia seat, you are interested as an IGP to deploy over 5,000 policemen to the place. We are ready to protect ourselves, and will not allow what has happened at Ablekuma North, what has been the violence that has been unleashed on us, got sustained injuries, and nobody was talking about. We are not ready to have that incident again at Akotia. We will protect ourselves.
Are you going to use your internal security?
Because the security agencies were not ready to protect us at Ablekuma North.
So you're going to use your internal security?
It is time for us to protect ourselves at Akotia.
How do you protect yourselves at the police?
Now, so you, if a journalist could be assaulted without the protection of the security agencies, being the police that has been deployed to the place, now also you want to tell me that when you are going for another by-elections or a rerun of elections, you will go without protecting yourself? That is what we in the NPP will never do. This time, if the state security agencies are not for us, we will be for ourselves. And that is the message that we are sending. If all of a sudden you were interested in ensuring security at Ablekuma North to protect the NPP members, and all of a sudden, because Akotia belongs to NPP, you are interested and you are deploying policemen over 5,000 at the place, then you are sending a signal to us in the NPP as for us to protect ourselves. And that is exactly what we are going to do. We are not going to be intimidated. We are not going to sit aloof. This time around, we will not allow our hands to be tied at our back for election to be twisted to favor the NDC. We are ready to protect ourselves. And that is exactly what we are going to do in Akotia.
Are you also going to use internal security?
Oh no, we trust in the state to provide security for the elections in Kwetey. My colleague here is saying that
a minute before you come.
No, it's my time.
A minute. Just a minute.
Hello, you just give it, not a minute, 30 seconds.
Okay, 30 seconds, that's fine. When we're going to the 2024 elections, the president now, then the current presidential candidate for the NDC was on a campaign tour and said openly that the NDC is known to be violent. They are very good in unleashing violence. He said it openly.
Very on.
And everybody has seen it. The videos are on social media circulated all around.
Let him come in. Yes, so
if my brother is telling us that they are not smart.
30 seconds to say, okay, please. Thank you very much. It's this time.
You see, this kind of emotions you are putting to it, you need to calm down. Nowhere did President John Dramani Mahama say NDC.
So you didn't see it.
If you have it, you can share it.
When it comes to violence.
If you have it, you can share it. Let me have my time. The NDC respects institutions. We want institutions to do their work. You sit here and say the IGP was unable to protect MPP people in Ablekuma North. The Ghana Police Service does not protect any party. They are here to protect every citizen of the country. And then we went into an election, and then we identified certain flaws in the security system. What do you do as a rational human being? You beef up security in your next elections and make sure you get everything right. My brother here is sending threats.
Are you promising me that this time
no
journalists will be beaten?
No journalists will be beaten. The men are on the ground. 5,000
Were they sleeping?
Personnel.
Were they sleeping?
They are there to
ensure elections.
There were lapses because they were spread.
But does the security personnel have the right to beat the journalists?
No. That's why I started with the NDC does not condone violence in any form. Going into Kwetey, my brother here is sending threats that no matter what, they will protect themselves.
That is not
using
a threat.
Internal security.
Did I mention that?
That's fine.
Did I mention using internal security?
You have your boys.
That is false.
The IGP says he's
that is false.
He said they will protect themselves.
They will protect themselves.
That is false.
See, when I'm making
I
wish you would be on grounds on 2nd September in Kwetey.
And who told you
I will be there? I want to see you there. Then let's see the kind of protection you are claiming you'll be giving yourself over there. When you come there, you will just chicken out because the protection is there.
Because you feel the NDC feels the Ghana is for them now.
Are doing their work. Let's allow the Ghana Police Service do their work, protect citizens, and ensure that there is peace. If you have the confidence that you are going to win this election, why preach violence? If you know that you've campaigned very well, the ground is fertile for you, and you know that per your policies, the electorate is going to vote for you, you don't preach violence. Just like the story in the Bible of King Solomon. Once the mother knows that the child is from you, you don't preach violence to kill the child. No. Let us go into an election with clear conscience. You know you've done your campaign, everything is right. Go into the elections with confidence. Violence is not an option. Let us go to the polling booths, cast our votes, and at the end of the day, we will see who wins Kwetey. Kwetey is turning green. And I am telling him to also trust in the institutions.
You see, he's contradicting himself. You are relating it to the Bible. You just said here that you went into a meeting with the IGP.
We all went
to ensure security.
You were there.
Why are you now running after the IGP to now bring security to them?
The IGP has already done that. 5,000.
Why is it that when we are going into the Ablekuma North,
you are having 19? You are having
why didn't you
a real life of 19 police stations?
You see the issue.
You are comparing
that
to
That is my time. That's not fair. Are you aware that Savannah region there has been a kind of violence, ethnicity issues, and people are being killed? Just yesterday.
Yeah, land dispute.
Oh. And that's why is it that the IGP is not ensuring proper security at the place? Why? And he's interested in Kwetey elections. That should just tell you the kind of people we are dealing with these days. And that's why when you go to Sola, between the Gonjes and then the Lebis, it will surprise you to know that 10 Gonjes died. And as we speak, gunfires have been flying all around. And more than 20 Lebi people died. Why is it that the security force is not being deployed at the place to ensure proper security? But we are interested in Akweta by-election. What at all do we want? What at all is this government? What at all is the NDC? What at all is the security agencies? What do they want? What are they looking for at Akweta by-election? That people are being killed all around. They are not deploying security forces to curb the situation, but are now arming themselves, parading themselves in their numbers to go into a by-election. The by-election is about 7 days away from today. People are dying at Savannah region. Do something about it, IGP.
Thank you very much. Before our time is almost up, but before we leave here, the EC's preparation.
Okay.
Come again.
EC's preparation.
The EC has assured us of adequate ballot papers. They've assured that their processes are going to be smooth, and they expect cooperation from the two major political parties going into the elections. I don't know what problem my brother here has with the IGP.
People are dying.
But what I want to tell him is
Bullets are flying.
stay clear of. Because if
People
you are going
dying
into an
You
event
need to ensure security.
and you start threatening violence, I would have to beef up security. I am going into an election. The opposition is shouting they are going to protect themselves. They are going to retaliate.
Because we were not protected earlier.
EC's preparation.
Oh, EC's preparation is fine.
Thank you very much. EC's preparation.
I have
our
not
time
seen
is
any
up.
preparedness of the EC.
Like seriously?
Yes. We have not seen any preparedness of the EC. And we don't know exactly what they are doing as it stands now. And we are telling them that they should do the needful before the 7 days elapse.
Thank you very much. All too soon we're drawing the curtains down for today's segment of the political arena. Before leaving the studios, let me give you the chance to give your parting words.
Yes, would want to tell the good people of Kwetey this morning that they have a fine opportunity to vote against the NPP again. And I know they will select a candidate who will represent them better, advocate for their needs, and bring development into their constituency. On September 2nd, they will all come out. When you see the security personnel in your constituency, they are there to protect you and ensure that you go through the processes, cut your ballot, and go back home peacefully. I'll use this opportunity to say a very good morning to Madam Rita Akusua Awati, the Eastern Regional Minister. A very good morning to Emmanuel Kwetey, my boss. A very good morning to the Regional Youth Organizer, Commander Blibo, Richard Nakun. And then a good morning to all NDC members in Yilo, and especially my people on Mount Mary campus, NDC Kane. Thank you very much, and a good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
My parting words.
Yes, please.
Anasoyo, are you aware that the BEC results, a lot of them, more than 1,000, has been withheld? Are you aware? Anasoyo, are you aware?
I know some of the results have been withheld.
About 890 something people.
Yeah.
The result has been cancelled. This is a very bad signal. And when it happened in NDC time, somewhere 2000 and something, I've forgotten the date. This is the next time we are recording another highest one during NDC's regime. And also, if they cannot continue the free SHS, they should stop cancelling the results of the young ones, those who will graduate from JHS and then proceed to enjoy the free SHS at the secondary schools. They shouldn't use this withholding and cancellation of exams to reduce the intake at the SHS level. Free SHS is for all. Don't cancel students' results in order to limit the number that is going to the secondary school.
Thank you very much. Just have an info that a global info analyst poll showed Asumedu leading with 49.7% to Beidou's 43.8%. But yes, so we wait till 2nd September and see what happens in Kwetey. Yeah, the Jumedi no abawi. I said that PNC enkoma wa oni eyemre awhwe wo fie bi bia yese damase. The also enkoma Peter Kporsu NDC Communications team member for Yilo Krobo constituency. Very welcome to Marego TV for the first time. Hope you continue coming. Talk to your boss to allow you to give you the time he has been using so that you can also join us here another time. And to Honorable Cephas Kwetey, NPP Communication team member, also of the Yilo Krobo constituency, and the, shall I add that one, the assembly member for Okwenya electoral area. Thank you very much for always being there for us, and to my technical team from the MCR, Silva, Aita, and then PCR, Gavin, and the special now Aile and Co. Very big ups to you all, and to my producer, Papa Philip Husunu Mario Z. Thank you for always being there for me. I am your host, Lydia Ameyaw. See you tomorrow. Remember, Marego TV is a new experience with great insight.